And we're back. Woo! Oh my god, we had a thing last time. So, you came back to town. Everyone's alive. Peachy wasn't feeling it, decided to chill out while you guys went and fucked about for a minute. Had some chit chat, figured out what was going on in town. Heard there was a festival coming up. And then you had some downtime. 4 weeks, to be precise, to figure out what the hell you were doing.
This is going to be a big festival.
Get your stuff together. So, who knows what they were doing? I know you do. I know all... no.
Can I make an appointment with Lord What's-His-Face?
Lord Hector?
Hector, yes.
You mean the big boss?
Yeah, the big boss.
What reason do you give?
I am offering my services as an advisor in the fields of necromancy and how to avoid it.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
What?
Because you've been chastised for this.
Look, I'm offering my services.
They know what you practice.
Yes, I know, and that's why I am offering my services for free.
You're also a commoner from out of town.
That's what I keep telling the cops.
Whoa, commoner.
Yeah, you're not of nobility.
But commoner is hurtful.
Would you prefer peasant?
Is my palanquin ready yet?
Okay, serf. Sorry.
Whoa. Again, is my palanquin ready?
You what with who now?
The little thing for his skeletons.
I have the carpenters making my...
Oh, no, not yet. Okay. You just ordered it.
Well, because...
We're right now, week 1. Let's resolve week 1.
If I arrived on that would probably at least get rid of the disadvantage.
No, it wouldn't.
All right, fine. Making an appointment with... What is this roll for? Or
Persuasion.
Persuasion to make an appointment with Lord Hector.
To
to get an audience with Lord Hector.
All right, my persuasion is straight up.
Okay. Dolt. All right, we're not having an appointment with Hector.
Yeah, it goes about as well as you envision. It's like, I have a thing or two to teach him about necromancy, and they're like, you should fucking go.
If anyone's curious, it was a 5 and a 1.
He hates
guards toss you out
even more.
Yeah.
Well, fine. That's some bullshit. All right, so I go to find Mr. Fennekin.
All right. What's Mr. Fennekin doing?
We own a
Is this
house
still the
together.
first day?
This is first week.
First week.
We're a little bit muddling about with what we're doing, but go ahead. You don't need the hour by hour. I hate to break it to you.
Well, just doing my usual routine.
For the record, internet, he has an itemized hour by hour schedule for the next 4 weeks about what this fucker's doing.
Also, internet, he's been telling us for the past week to make sure we have our schedule ready. So
He didn't get an itemized.
well, he didn't elaborate how
that
itemized.
ensures
Hey, it would have been funny for me.
If any of you guys come up with something that you want to say, hey, let's bring Fennec along, I can say, well, I'm here, so go find me here.
Yeah.
So early on in the first week, what are you doing? What's the shit that you got going on?
Working with my house a little bit. Actually starting a garden because I want to get that that awakened plant going.
Right.
I can till the fields.
Yeah, so go ahead, roll a nature
Well,
check.
this isn't a field. This is just a house garden.
I can-
We only
I can-
bought a house,
He's
not
helping
a
you garden.
garden.
I can still...
Roll with advantage.
All right.
Nature.
All right, cool.
Make sure you water that little bitch every day.
Yep. Nice. That is going to be a 22.
Nice.
I garden that shit hard.
Yeah. Pretty easily, handily. Doesn't even maybe like 2 days of work. You guys set up the garden for the house. It's pretty nice looking. And with your skeleton's help and labor, you guys put that. Sorry, I just suddenly have like 5 burps. You guys can clean up the house and get it nice and tidy and stuff like that. You got cheap labor.
If I tell my skeletons to clean, do they all have to clean the exact same way? Because like they have to do the same action, but they can do.
I mean, you can be like in an area and be like clean the house.
Okay, and they all one can dust, one can sweep. They don't have to do the exact same action.
No, like they do bows and some do swords.
I didn't know if like swinging a sword, because I know swinging a sword and shooting a bow are 2 different things that I couldn't have them do. I just wanted to make sure that they can dust and sweep simultaneously.
With the dust.
I mean, as long as they're all for the same task.
Okay, that's fine then. Yeah, okay. Everyone's sweeping at the same time. Yes.
But either way, it just means that you get like you're doing 4 rooms at once or something.
Yes.
Not
5 because I'm not doing that.
Yeah. You're waiting for the chair.
I'm concentrating.
So you guys get that cleaned up, and you've got definitely the makings of a garden, and you can get started on your pot.
Okay.
Whoa.
Not
Not till July in Maryland. Come on.
Not that kind of pot.
That magic
Oh,
grass.
the internet knows where we're at now.
No. Yeah. So you're doing that. You get that started. Are you letting anybody else water the plant? Magic plant.
Nah, that's gonna be my project.
Okay. So you're focused on watering that plant, doing that other stuff. What is Kiefer doing the first week?
Honestly, I'm probably spending the first week getting drunk. Number 1 priority, right?
Hard drink and
You got to live life.
Exactly.
live moss.
Live moss. And then I'm looking for work. Like
Alright.
I want to test out some of my new gear. I want to just have a good old time, good old rowdy time.
All right. I mean, you get into a couple of fights. You manage to find a little bit of work here and there. Go ahead. Roll 2 strength checks for your brawls.
12 and 14.
All right, not super great, but you do pretty well. You don't have any amazing stories to tell for your little battles, but you get into some tussles, and you find a little bit of work. Nothing too exciting and adventurous at this point. Go ahead, roll for me a check of some kind of indeterminate origin.
Of some kind.
Do persuasion.
Oh man, persuasion. Move 9. How about I do athletics, and that's a 16. What am I doing? I mean,
You just go for a run.
yeah.
It's great.
Like I started
Doesn't
up
get you
a
any information.
I started up some CrossFit. All right, I started up a little
What if he
gym.
catches a centaur? Who knows?
Oh
what
my
shit?
god, that's a great idea. I'm starting a gym.
You're starting a gym.
No.
Kiefer's Get Tough for Lost Boys.
Are you starting it at like an
It's
art
a
house?
gym for Lost Boys.
All right, do another athletics check. Do an athletics.
This house is going to be crazy. We're going to grow plants,
16.
teach magic, and have a
Yeah.
gym.
Kiefer Kai.
Yeah, you have a bit of a reputation
Kiefer Kai.
for being a brawler, even amongst the guards, because you've been whooping some of their ass as well. And you get a few bites, and there's a few members of Kiefer Kai.
Kiefer Kai.
That's trademark now.
Yeah. So you're getting some income from that. What are you charging? You is this a lot or a little?
Well, I mean, like, ooh.
What kind of members you want?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not going to be getting like fat stacks out of this, no matter what.
No. Oh god. I mean, like, what's reasonable? Like, who are we selling to?
Depends. Yeah, it's like
Who's my market? My market is probably these slow guards.
I mean, like guards might be able to afford silver, like,
Yeah.
but if you want peasants, like they got nothing but
It's
coppers.
like it's like a silver a week for each guard you train.
Okay, so listen, I do 2 copper a week just to use the facilities,
Mhm.
right? A silver a week for one-on-one training.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
You managed to come through with nice. In total, because of the reasonable prices, you get a lot of peasants coming in and out. You get 5 gold.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah.
That's going to be over the course of this 4
Timer.
weeks, though.
Yeah.
That's,
Oh, okay.
But you set it up on the first week.
Yeah.
You just put a little bit of time every week for it. What is Peachy's up to?
I think Peachy is searching.
Nah.
We're going to have to turn off the recording.
No.
Everyone else leave the room.
Everyone, close your eyes. We're dancing.
I'm teaching my skeletons how to dance.
Are you going to try to teach your skeletons to dance?
Yeah, but I mean,
Everyone,
like,
close your
my
eyes.
next question was going to be,
Wait,
where are
wake
we on
up.
the timeline for those hanging corpses that I was
Oh no.
interested in?
After the end of the first week,
Okay.
you have access to
It was what, 4 or 5?
5.
Nice. Okay. So yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So it's been. I got to reiterate that every time I summon my skeletons, I teach them the.
Oh, the handshake.
handshake. Yeah, but yeah, like I'll consult with Mr. Fennec and see what kind of dance routine I need to teach my skeletons here.
All right.
So
How about you?
Skull and bones.
You make a general intelligence. You make a performance check.
Okay.
21.
So you do good at instructing.
It's not great.
Okay, so you do good at instructing your skeletons to an
11.
to an okay dance,
Okay.
which works to your favor because they
I
probably
went
couldn't do
simple
anything.
because
for
I didn't
fun.
know what they could do.
Yes.
Here's the robot. Do some of this.
What's a robot?
Here's a construct.
I was
Do
gonna
some
say,
of this.
do the golem. Go the golem.
So, I need you to go ahead, Peachy. Go ahead, do an intelligence check for me. And add your proficiency.
Isn't that a check in the first place? Oh, proficiency. Don't mind me. Yeah, I know.
It already asked me proficiency.
Well, even better. Not necessarily.
What am I wrong?
An intelligence check. So no, it wouldn't add your proficiency.
Right.
So it's your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
What?
No, it's just her. I mean, is she? Well,
If she's doing an intelligence check, she's rolling her dice and adding.
Yeah,
her
Yeah.
intelligence
rolling the
modifier.
dice, add your intelligence, and I said with proficiency.
Oh, okay. So
with
she's adding her. Okay, so you're adding like
You're-
an extra +3 probably.
16.
All right. You manage to, in your time, put together a map.
That's gonna be your skeletons eventually.
You know what? That's fine.
Peachy just you were fucking ready for this.
Am I going to
Yeah.
gain the
So you managed to put
the
together
dance
a map.
instructor
You
class?
figure out whatever you're searching for. Was
This isn't
coming
some
through
anime,
this
anime
way.
isekai.
Exactly.
The one that you can.
I will take over the role
recognize.
with dance.
It was somewhere in that.
Pirouette. Oh God. Why did coincidence start
So-
playing in my head?
You spent some time. This is going to take up a good chunk of your first week. You have to spend time basically getting maps together, getting the
I
information
literally
from
wrote
Jeremy.
down one thing because I knew that this was probably gonna be.
These are the properties of the map maker.
And you get basically that information. It was starting up here and it was moving this way. All right. So that'll bring us around to the close of the first week. So we're going to go into you. My lead just flung out at you. I'm sorry about that.
Is it in my wine?
That's a
No,
thing.
it went at
It hit
him.
my arm and went somewhere.
Apparently it was loose. So I shouldn't point with a pencil. So you're at the Temple of the Raven Queen. You are basically spending the entire week in this isolated chamber. You brought food and water and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you're pretty much left alone in this dark chamber.
Nice.
You spend your days meditating. I need a religion check.
Actually, I have proficiency on that. 16.
Nice. So you spend some time trying to, like, pray or reach out. You don't really know how to approach these things, but eventually you fall back onto something a bit more familiar for you. You're reaching out like you're talking to spirits.
Yep.
You're used to that. And as you do it, it starts to click in, and you sort of, like the world around you is just sort of spreading away. And then it hits, and you can feel it. Suddenly, like you fell backwards into a black pool of water. Freezing cold as you splash into it, and it consumes you. You sink deeper and deeper, and as you do, you start to see little glowing lights in the distance. Faint threads glowing through. And as you sink deeper, you realize you're not in any sort of liquid or fluid. You're cold, you're bitterly cold. But as you sink deeper and deeper, it's like starlights all around you. And you see these golden threads reaching across from one light to the next, all over and around you. You eventually settle down onto some form of platform of some kind. And you sit there and you wait. Is there anything in particular you're looking for in this? As you're reaching out for the Raven Queen, what is it that's on your mind to ask her? As they've sent you, communed with the Raven Queen, what do you want to ask? What do you want to say? What do you want to do?
Since I'm taking this in the from the angle of like talking to the spirit connections I have as a phantom, he's looking at this basically like meeting a new friend. So just like calling out, it's like, "Would you like to be my friend?"
And as you sit there with the thought, are you looking for a friend? You hear a quiet, lonely voice reach out from all around you in the darkness. I think you've come to find one. I see you've crossed many threads, many paths, and you've come here. You don't know what you're searching for, but maybe that's the fun of it. And as the voice sort of collects into a space, you see this white mask just appear in the darkness.
Nice.
Simple, with just a single slit of an eye piece. And it approaches you, and it's just the darkness looming behind it as the mask approaches, and you hear the voice continue. You've come to be close to the church and the followers, though I don't feel you as a follower of the Raven Queen. A follower of me, sorry.
Yeah.
Third person. She doesn't speak in third person. You don't seem a follower of the Raven Queen, a believer in death. Though it's close and it's touched you dearly. What is it that you seek from the god of death? Do you wish an end to your enemies? Do you wish to know beyond? I can tell you'll find neither of those here.
We seek only purpose.
And purpose you will find. Purpose finds you. These threads you see, and as you see one of the golden threads lift up by this dark hand, still obscured, like it's reaching in from the space around you itself, picks up the threads. These are the ties that bind all things. This is destiny. But we don't make it, it simply is. The things that matter, they're connected to you. You never really lose them. They never really go away. And she cuts the string. And you see a light fade away. And all things are meant to come to an end. Would you seek the natural way for things to come and go as they are meant to? Would you seek to preserve this order and this balance?
The end of one journey just begins another.
And everything finds its path. Some see me as a threat, a danger, something to fear. And while we all fear the end, it must come. Only darkness awaits those who linger too long. If you're ready to accept this, there's an oath to take. You must work to preserve the natural order of the world and seek to end those that would twist it.
Necromancer looking nervous over here.
That wasn't a nervous squint. That was a... Oh, really?
The balance is far more than any one threat, consuming all around it, growing stronger. A corruption that festers beneath the surface. It's not always the obvious threat that is a danger. It's the one you weren't ready for. You must seek it out and stop it before it grows out of control. That is the task I leave for you.
None walk the shadows better than I do. It will be done.
And you walk with her some time. It feels like an eternity to you as you go through and you see the lights, and you walk with her as she finds the fading lights and collects them. She holds it in her hand, and you can feel a love and a care as she dips it into a pool of water and it fades away. It continues on until you awaken, wearing your new mantle. The black coat and the dagger at your side as the week ends, and you're now back in this room, ready to leave.
And my shiny eyes seem to have a bit of more of a twinkle in them now.
Now.
I didn't hear a follow-up.
Okay. Now, one other person is going to have a little trip of their own.
Oh boy.
Ooh, fun.
Oh no.
Jessica. In this first week, the rest that you usually receive is rather disappointing, has terrible dreams seem to plague your mind. One in particular that you can remember has your in this terrible place being led around blind and confused, and you don't know what you're doing. And you hear a voice, I could show you where you go. I could tell you what you need.
Alright, I'm turning into Roscoe.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh God, please be Bob.
You're afraid that all your power, well, it started with your parents, the nobility, the riches. Was it you or was it them? And then you sought a new master. But what power do you have? I could show you your power. You could show all of them how powerful you could be. All you have to do is take my hand, and they'll all see what you truly are.
You're already chaotic evil, dude.
I'm awful, you,
Oh,
thank
okay,
you.
fair enough. Damn it.
As the dark figure reaches a hand forward, would you accept?
Sure.
Praise be to Bob.
Praise Bob.
As you shake the hand, you wake up from the dream, and you find you can no longer hold the illusion of their face.
Oh no.
And you try your cantrips, and you don't have access to any of your powers.
Oh.
Thanks, Rob.
Praise be to Bob.
Wait, did he just
And
cut off our patron?
Throughout the first week, this happens fairly early on. Throughout the first week, you all see Peachy Keen throughout the city talking to other people. Very uncharacteristics. I need insight checks from all of you.
Well, during the would I be here? I mean, the first.
Not you, sorry.
Yeah.
The rest of you would have interacted at some point.
Yeah, I'm still closed off in a dark room.
10.
20.
Insight?
Do I need an insight
Yeah,
check? Do I get
insight.
advantage since I knew her
13.
before?
No. You weren't that close. You don't know shit about her.
You didn't know the real her.
What was that?
13.
13? You, Fennec Foxwit, recognize your friend's not acting like herself. And also, she hasn't returned home, but she's always in her room at night sleeping. You see her out in town, but you never see her leave. You never see her come back. But you know she's in her room.
Huh.
It seems weird. It does not seem like her. Is there anything you would do in the first week?
In the first week, no.
Alright. Moving on to week number 2.
I'm going to stop by the Church of the Raven Queen, pay my best friends a visit.
Oh God.
Hi, everybody. Wait, is my Pelican ready yet?
Not at the first week.
Damn it. All right.
But you check in on the progress, and there's a nice looking cushion on that thing already.
Good. Okay.
You go and you collect your 5 bodies.
Yes.
There's some humph and grumph and they're not pleased, but they give them away.
Praise be to Raven Queen, whatever floats your guys' boats. Have a good day. Thank you for your contribution to the cause.
And as you leave, you see your buddy exit with you in his new fancy cloak, and he's got a new dagger.
Aren't you looking snazzy?
Oh yeah. As I hold up a glowing dagger.
How you guys been?
They're all just like, put that away. Thank you. Be aware of that.
These people are always so lively. I know they like me.
It's ironic because you like the
I need a
unlively.
stealth check from you.
All right, so afterwards I'll do the rest of my.
Don't hold your breath. Oh, 22.
Don't hold your breath. Oh Lord.
Just fucking
You find
disappeared.
there's still one face you have. It's the one you got from the book.
Oh, shit.
Don't tell me it's not.
And
what I think it is.
you have an opportunity to sneak out and try to find some places and do some things if you're interested.
I mean, I kind of have to.
Yeah. So you spend this time that you can't really hang out with your buddies. You sneak out some nights and you go to some seedy places. You meet some seedy people. We'll get back to that.
After my visit to the church, I head back home so I can summon the dead in peace and have them walk into my bag of holding without arousing any suspicion.
And it is done.
Hello again.
You had fun.
I texted you.
The phone's being used.
Oh, yeah.
Where's
Still
my
recording?
contacts?
Oh, it's in my car. I was going to bring it when I picked you up. It's my passenger seat.
Is your car on?
Yeah. Sorry.
Alright, so I used 2 out of my 3 remaining level 3 spell casts to use 2 casts of Animate Dead, therefore giving me 4 skeletons that go into the bag.
Okay.
So I have 4 skeletons outside of the bag and 4 skeletons in the bag.
Okay.
And I have two remains now in my inventory, which means I have 10 potential skeletons.
But yes, everyone that goes in the bag, because as soon as it goes into extra dimensional space, is technically too far away from you. It is ravenous. It's rabid in there, essentially. You lose control.
Oh.
Is that what happens after the distance?
I don't think so. I don't think it's a distance thing.
Yeah, it is. Like it's 120 feet, I think. All right, never mind. I just have them stand
Well,
guard.
they're still skeletons. They're just in a bag.
I gotcha. But I would like for them to be under my control. So let's just say they're that's a pickle.
Yeah, because you're not even on the same plane as them. You definitely can't maintain a
So
control.
I was hoping that. So how does that? All right. Out of context, how does like a pocket dimension work then? Because I have read that necromancers can keep like all their.
Well, they're still in there.
They're still
You just-
animated, right?
Yeah, they're still animated. They're still undead. They're just not under your control right now.
well, you can't give them orders, but they're still not like wild.
Yeah,
yet.
well, there's nothing in there to just like they're not doing anything. They're just standing there.
Well, he doesn't mean like that you've lost control. If you let them out of the bag, you can still order them.
Oh, okay. So
Is that
Yeah, it's like because he can only give them orders if he's within 60 feet of
okay?
them.
Yeah, so they're still yours. They
okay,
just-
that's
yeah.
fine then. Yeah, like what I'll do
All right.
is I'll take
I was
them out.
not clear about the rule.
Okay, yeah, because like I can summon 2 at a time with 2 different corpses, but I can maintain 4 at a time. So I've used all my stuff for the day, but when the next cast comes up, I can use 2 casts to maintain 8 skeletons.
Yeah.
All right.
So
You're good.
4 are in the bag and 4 are out of the bag. And my remains, is there a time limit on the remains, or do they decompose and just?
I mean, they're bones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Okay, so that's fine. I have two piles of remains then in the bag with 4 skeletons. So, like I said, I have 10 potential skeletons at this point.
Cool.
Bone bag.
Boom bag. Hey. So you were still helping around town doing stuff.
If we're in the second week, I do want to track down my tavern bard friend.
Tanny
Tanny
Bluden.
Bluden.
Tanny Bluden, bard extraordinaire. He's hanging out in the typical haunt. Hey, I haven't seen you in a minute.
I've been out of town.
Ah, sounds great. What are you up to?
I'm gonna ask a favor. Any chance you know how to play a flute?
Oh, if you blow it, I know it. We don't ask. Right?
If you can blow it, I know it.
I have reason to learn. Can you teach me?
Do a persuasion check.
Alright, let's see what I got. 18?
Nice. Yeah, he agrees to do it for free. He asks that you do some performances for him during the festival and stuff like that. Just stop in, we'll light them up.
Shoot, I would have done that for free.
I know, yeah. So they're just back and forth. So you spend a good portion of that week learning to do this flute. It's jazz flute.
Awesome.
Anybody else got something poignant going on?
Second week, I go, after my initiation with the church, I go over to the Mage Guild to try and what's the word?
Order your item or something?
Yeah, commission creation of this item. It worth to see if they have one in stock.
What were you looking for? The
Bracers, flying daggers.
Okay, they do have to make it, but it will be 2,000 gold.
Deal.
All right, it's going to be a little bit of time, but they'll get it back to you.
All right. So while they're making that, I go back to our home and spend like 2 days closed up in my room finishing my item.
Okay.
And
Hey, cut it out!
While he's learning how to play the flute, I'm asking people if there's anything they need assistance with
All right.
around town.
You go around. I need just a general charisma check.
Oh Lord. 8.
Okay. Well,
Can I get advantage with my skeletons cloaked?
No.
That
They don't
was
help with
intimidating.
charisma.
From the cloaked figures.
Yeah.
That's going to be a disadvantage.
You get a couple people who accept your help. You're not charging, are you?
No, I'm just asking if they need assistance.
Yeah, you get a couple people who take the help. I mean, they seem to like you a little bit more, but you're kind of off-putting the whole time. Plus, you're not really helping; it's your friends that are helping.
Yeah.
So you come off more as like arrogant noble who's like, yeah, go help.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But like them being helped by the figures.
Yeah, a few people are knowing you to have helped with your
Okay.
friends.
And every person that I've helped, they've done the.
Okay. So continuing along, Rob, you have some terrible, terrible dreams.
Don't fucking do it.
She's not there to tell you that.
Oh, don't tell me.
And in this dark, sort of otherworldly version of Blue Bang, you're walking along the street and people are cheering you. They're celebrating you as you march with your skeletons on display. Yes, the savior of this. Hey! Yes, the savior of the city and things like just nonsense like that.
Finally, they understand.
Yeah. Finally, you're understood as your skeletons go to help, and then it just starts to roll out of control, and you feel yourself like that feeling you get when you exert control over the skeletons. It's slipping, and they're. First, it's just one or two. And you get the other skeletons to pin them down, but then it's more and more, and then it's just a frenzy. And everybody's getting torn apart. Everyone's being destroyed. Then it just sort of cut in the way dreams do. It sort of cuts forward a bit, and you're on trial again. And you're everything that they thought you were when you first came in here. And they take your little cat. And in front of you, they watch the holy flames burn it to oblivion. When there's a voice with a hand on your shoulder behind you. You know, they may never understand. They don't know what it is that you're working with, but you could show them. Your cat's so nice and friendly. Maybe if it was just more helpful, maybe if it could just do more for the people, they would understand.
But how did that happen in the first place? I am no peasant necromancer. I take pride in my work. There's no way that would have happened if I were in the right mind.
Maybe you stretch yourself too far. Maybe you're not in the right mind. Who knows how the greats fall?
I am aware enough to know that I would never allow something like that to happen. That is the one thing I take
You're
the most
right.
pride.
You're absolutely right. You're a very smart man, so you know that this deal could help you. You know that this is what you need to do to make sure it never happens.
Explain to me details how this would make me better, because making deals in my dreams is not something that usually.
All right, I need a wisdom save.
Ooh.
That is not good. Wisdom 8.
Ooh, it was good enough. I rolled poorly.
Oh, okay.
As you start to banish the dream away, and you wake up to see a shadowy figure dart out the room.
Yeah, like I said, believe me, I very much would love to embrace it, but I also have pride in my work, and there's no way my skeletons, or I would allow my skeletons to lapse under my control.
Fair enough. It was too much. It didn't make any sense, and your straightforward, very, very organized mind was like, "This is garbage. No, not accepting it." And you break out of the illusion, and you wake up.
8 through 8, you guys good?
So, coming to the end of that, I'm going to do one more. That's going to be Fennec.
All right.
Your usually peaceful nights are interrupted
Oh boy.
with a dark and terrible dream.
This is great. The whole town is going to be possessed by Bob.
I'm the only one who knows right now.
Like, I would have loved to be possessed by Bob.
Can't my Fey visitors chase this thing away? Come on, what is it?
Hey, they're not with you
That's
at
a
all
good
times.
point.
That's great.
That's a good point.
Or no, he runs into the unicorn making a return visit.
Great. Dark unicorn.
No. The unicorn chases him away. That's my charge, bitch.
I just want to accept that.
So it's a dark vision of places you half remembered, people you almost knew. And you're going around trying to do your usual thing. You're trying to spread joy. You're trying to entertain. You're trying to be fun. But nobody's having it. And as you go through, not only
Oh,
are...
that's depressing.
Yeah.
He will definitely fall.
Not only are they not enjoying your presence, you're a bother. You're in the way.
Oh, no.
You're
That's
just
upsetting.
a disappointment. And one figure steps forward, a smiling, friendly face, and she says, "You know, I'll be your friend. They may not like you. The world might spurn you, but... Sorry. Calm down. The world might spurn you, but I'll always have your back. All you have to do is just agree to be my friend." Offers a handout.
That's going to be a tough one. I might have to make a save on this one.
Roll a save.
What kind?
Wisdom, usually.
Wisdom save.
Good.
That's a 19.
As you feel the compulsion to take the hand.
Oh no.
I rolled well this time.
Good lord. Better than a 19. That's scary.
So, you can either choose... Get her on my table. You can either choose to accept the deal or take damage, forcing yourself awake.
Let's take the damage.
All right. As you feel it dragging you in, and then you just try to shake it loose, you feel like fingers on your mind rip as you pull away, and you take
How much psychic damage?
9 psychic damage, lowering your maximum hit points.
Oh,
Nice.
As you see a shadowy figure dart out of the room. It's not Bob, I'm sorry.
Damn it!
Bob, this isn't Bob's brand of subterfuge.
Okay, my next character is going to be an acolyte of Bob.
All right. That brings us to...
Now, all things considered, taking the psychic damage made sense because, as a Fey Wanderer, he does psychic damage on just about every attack, so he kind of understands when things are playing with his mind.
Go ahead and, just as an aside, make 2 of your, if you have your chart for your Fey Dream
I gotcha.
wandering.
So is that a permanent HP loss?
For now.
It's a reduction of his maximum hit points.
Jesus.
Ooh. First one, Dryad.
Nice!
Oh,
You know what that means.
All right.
His old girlfriend!
Not
Next
exactly.
night, almost afraid to go back to sleep, you lay your head down and the pillow's a bit softer, the warm's a bit warmer, and the air's a bit cleaner. As waking up, still half dreaming, you find yourself sitting in a lush, beautiful garden in the Feywild, sitting next to a beautiful still pond and a glorious tree that you're leaning up against. And the familiar mind comes in. How have you been?
I've been having fun till recently.
Troubles?
Yeah. What was this, like the next night
Yeah,
since?
basically, yeah.
Had terrible dreams last night.
No.
Very uncommon for me.
Well, I hope you'll at least find peace here. Missed you.
You as well.
And you get extra rest. You actually regain from that 3 of those hit points back.
Sweet.
Little up, little down.
I'll take it.
And the second one.
Second one. Alright. Oh god.
No, don't tell me.
8. That's a unicorn.
Has the next morning, you just start the morning with just a kick in the gut. It's literally like a horse kick in the gut that sends you flying out of bed, and you now notice your room is just full of horse shit.
Of course. You don't know what you started with this character. That has been one of the most fun ones you played.
We have skeletons for that.
All right. So
and drawn like what looks like a horn in the shit. Like, where's the money?
So I need Peachy Keen to make a deception check with advantage and a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, nice.
+8 to both.
I know, right?
This is gonna be gross. We
Joe
all know.
Rag says, "Don't get cocky."
Alright, what's an 18 plus 8? 26.
26.
Yeah, that's a success.
Alright.
Another
And
8.
19
No, 9.
plus
Yeah,
8.
those are 2 successes.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
You infiltrate them so perfectly and with such a perfect lie that they're not only convinced that you're one of them, you're in charge of them by the end of this.
Oh, crap.
Damn it.
I have an idea where she is now.
You know 4 people, and you get information of the mage member is not a part of the Mages Guild. He is in the house of Lord Hector. And that's the information you managed to get that is relevant. You managed to bullshit your way through a lot of conversations, and they think a lot of things that aren't true now because you had to make up the information like, where were you? Let me tell you about that. Fucking just make something up on the fly.
But they fucking believed every damn word.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ate it up.
Silver tongue.
You're Jesus Christ at this point. You are their patron saint.
You said the mage member is not a member of the Mages Guild. Or House Hector. Okay.
All right.
Nice.
Week 3. Some places have already started assembling extra stalls and things like that, and the crowds are getting bigger and bigger every day as there are more new people. Now, initially, a lot of these new people didn't pay you guys much mind. But as time's gone on, and some of them have had time to get to know other people in the city, you guys are pretty well known. I mean, you strike a bit of a picture with your magic items and shit like that equipped and
Is my paladin
walking. Oh, your palanquin is now
Yes.
and it is a display as you
Yes.
first use it, and it is everything you've ever wanted.
I'm so happy for this.
You're just there with Lee on top of your little palanquin. As you walk through the city, and everybody gets to know you. Some of you have a reputation. You for being a bit of an ass, but helpful when it comes to it. Very knowledgeable as well. You're creepy and weird.
But polite.
Yeah, but polite. And you seem to fit somehow into the city in ways that people don't really understand, as you've got friends in a lot of places.
In high places.
You also get some contracts for some undead killings, apparently. They keep popping up, and it's been an issue. Ghouls, smaller things, no zombies or like maybe a zombie or a skeleton or something, but it seems like it's things that are being manifested more than the dead are rising.
Right.
I might be curious to assist you with this in order to make it look.
Yeah. Do you tell everybody?
Oh no. This is like
Some
undercover
secret
stuff
side
from church.
I mean,
All
I
right.
might ask around because that's making me look bad. I'm like, look, I have 8 skeletons.
This isn't public info.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
He is getting ordered from on high.
Okay.
I need.
What's the group called again? Ravenstown.
Yeah, I need 2 stealth checks and give me 2 attack rolls as well.
So like, would he consult me or be like, hey, you know, are you summoning some extra shit?
That would be up to him, and it doesn't.
Are you asking me if I'm summoning extra shit?
Nope.
All right,
They told me to go kill things. I just went out and killed things.
fair enough.
Are these being done at night or like is the stealth check with advantage? or not?
Yeah,
All right. So it was 2 stealth checks or 1.
2 stealth checks and then 2 attacks.
Well, good thing I have such a good bonus on. That first one was a 14. That's like near the bottom of what I can do.
Yeah, that one's not so great.
Oh crap! And a 13.
Ooh, not great at all. But you do get to see the effect of the cloak in the moonlight, and pretty much anywhere that the light hits becomes translucent as you
Nice.
basically the parts of your cloak that you get to cover yourself and use. You're
As
almost
for the-
invisible,
As for the attack roll,
but rather
Oh.
clumsy apparently.
yeah, apparently I am very clumsy right now. That one was a 1. Well,
Okay.
so with the attack, it's a flop. It's a critical fail.
Yeah. And your second attack.
That's much better. That's a 25.
All right. You do manage to get one of your contracts, but the other one seems a bit too much for you.
Got away.
Yeah, you because you're a rogue, you can slip away pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But it was like you took a swing and you almost got your face ripped off, so you decided maybe another time.
Next time use the bow.
So you let that go. Kiefer, you
Yeah.
do get some opportunities to use your axe.
Okay.
Go ahead, roll 2 attacks for me.
Uh, 27 and an 18.
All right. Both are successes. You get some work keeping some rowdy people in line, and they get a little extra rowdy. There's mercenaries and shit like that. There's a lot of nefarious groups that try to start some shit, and you put that down real fast. One guy's going home without an arm.
The 27. Yeah.
And your reputation grows as not one to be fucked with. You spend some more time getting to know more people and things like that, helping around. And you're part of the street performers as they start to come in and they talk to you. They're almost like coming to you. It's like, is it okay for us to set up around this area? You're like, yeah, that's cool.
Just leave the skies clear as I activate my wing boots and fly around.
Oh, there's gasps, things like that. Oh yeah, you are known in this city as like, oh, that dude's
Flair.
cool. Yeah, this guy's got pizzazz. I like him. He's got that something. I don't know what it is. And give me a general charisma check.
All right. General charisma.
Nice.
That's an admiral success.
That's a 20.
I'm ashamed of that joke. Well enough. Also, at this point, Jeremy has open shop.
Sweet.
And it is hilarious to you all because you understand the mechanics of it, but he's got like some shit shack in the middle of the worst part of town, and then he just set up his magic door on the front door.
Oh, nice.
So then it's just a beautiful, elaborate shop on the inside. Ghostly people assisting others. He's also hired one human person to act as a cashier because people get weirded out by the ghosts. And they're just moving stuff along, and he's trying to move a lot of his wares. If anybody is helping him, I know you mentioned you wanted to help him out. Or do something.
I'm going to come up to him. Although your wares are most impressive, clients may be apprehensive. Might I lend a helping hand to speak out and improve your brand?
I mean, if you say it in rhyme, absolutely. Absolutely. I could use the help. People find me off-putting. I don't know what it is.
All right. Want me to go?
Yeah, do it.
All right.
Sing your jingle.
I step up, right in front of his shop, and start singing it out. I am Phoenix Foxwit, the great sensation. Behold my prestidigitation. Shower of magical sparks. Miraculous. Now that I have your attention, let us speak of grand inventions. If you've no talent in magic cast, we bring spells within your grasp. Need something from the top shelf? Mage Hand lets you help yourself. Find it hard to start a fire? Magic grants what you desire. Lanterns, mendings, odds and ends. Why, magic can be your best friend. So if you have a coin to swap, check out Jeremy's Magic Shop.
Yes, that. If anything,
I'm editing that out.
if anything should get inspiration.
We don't do that here.
Never. Great. That was fantastic. And yes, it definitely helps. Give me a performance check.
All right.
Just to see how much it helps.
Nice.
Pretty good.
All right. Performance, that's going to be 21.
21. Fantastic. As Jeremy has trouble keeping a lot of his wares, and this town, new visitors and things like that coming in think like this town is amazing because they have cleansing stones, they have magic lanterns just fucking everywhere at this point. As Jeremy's just busting out this shit, and you're like, "How many did you have?" And he's like, "I need extra." He shows you at one point the back shop, and he's got like 6 golems. That's working and chanting things in the back and things like that. Roll an intelligence check for me.
8.
Not super great.
Yeah.
So you recognize the shape of the design of the golems from your first adventure, and you're like, "Oh, he stole those designs straight up." You don't recognize the rest of the shit going on, but those golems are somehow enchanting items and doing it fairly quickly.
See,
Like-
this is better than I thought. I was imagining it was going to be a bunch of simulacrums back there.
Why do people find me unsettling? But yeah, he's got like a manufacturing workshop pumping out these small.
I approve the
low-tier
manual
animals.
labor.
Yeah, that's why he's like, "I know you'll like this."
Yes, I am cool with automation.
Okay. So I need, who is the next? All right. Has often you have terrible dreams, dark and sinister, in a way that you're not used to.
Yeah.
And you find yourself back at that old haunt, the graveyard, where you used to play. And
oh, this is much deeper than a graveyard. This is an ancient elven tomb.
yeah, as you're going through, and you're a child again, and you're going through, and this time, where you remember all the spirits that you used to make friends with, everybody that used to talk to you, that used to help you and guide you through things, none of it's there. You're all alone in an endless tomb, walking for days, months, years, you don't know how long. You see yourself.
Why is it so quiet?
You see yourself flickering forward and aging to your present state, alone and sad. And there's one figure that comes through, opening a door to the light, and reaches forward and says, I can make sure you're not alone. I can make sure voices stay with you, and that you don't have to feel like you're by yourself anymore, ever again. All you have to do is take my hand. And this horrible fate, this loneliness, this emptiness won't be yours.
This isn't the same.
I need a wisdom save.
Wisdom. 18.
18. As you manage to shake it out, and you even hear some of your old ghostly voices help you as you bump back from the dream, saying, it's a trick, trap.
We don't need you.
Yeah.
You're the one that she warned us about.
The dark figure juts away. Damn. Damn.
Why did I imagine Gollum Smeagol go away and never come back mode?
Has all of you at
Well,
this...
you made it a lot creepier. I was thinking more like a whole bunch of like ghosts like up behind me. It's like just like basically go away.
Has all of you at some point in this time frame have interacted with Peachy Keen? Not her. I need another insight check.
I am rolling great tonight.
Everybody's been
No,
doing some
nope,
weird
8.
stuff.
I rolled a
God
7.
damn,
15.
guy.
6.
He's the only one privy to what's happening with her.
So again, when she has this conversation to you, it's like a stranger's trying to figure out how to speak to you as her. And you it's like, this isn't... The thought comes in your head, and it's pretty concrete. This isn't Peachy. Like, it looks like Peachy. She sounds like Peachy. This isn't Peachy.
Right.
Considering that's already more words than Peachy's probably ever said to him.
I know,
yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's...
Peachy, talk to me today. Something's fucking wrong.
And she's probing for questions for things that clearly she should know, because she's been there and things like that.
Right.
So what do you do?
I'm not gonna confront her directly because that seems a little dangerous at this point. So just try to play it cool and meet up with everybody else. Just asking.
I need a deception check.
I'm actually good at these, so as long as I don't.
You've
roll
never
like
had to
that.
play it cool before. I don't know. I didn't know what you would do.
Oh wow.
All right.
+7 to that.
25.
As you carry on polite conversation, you're like, you know what? I gotta head out of here. I got a lot of stuff going on, and you bail. Pretty successfully. You say you get with the rest of the group.
I mean, if I can't meet them all together, I'm going to definitely ask individually, just
You
if any of them have noticed her being a little off.
You take a minute. You wait till Peachy goes out on an errand or something like that, and you gather up the house because you all live together at this
Yeah.
point, so it's not too difficult. You gather up the house real quick.
Gonna
Dinner
ask,
table. Oh, here.
Has anybody noticed Peachy's been a little off her game lately?
In what way?
Well, she's been asking about things that she was there for and should clearly know. So.
Wait. She talked?
I know, right?
I've known her for a while, and the best I can describe her socially is cryptic.
Now that you mention, I did find it a
Made
little
of
odd that
flowers and scowls.
I did find it a little odd that she approached us not with a task, but instead for conversation.
Yeah, that seems out of character.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I think we should keep an eye on her.
Maybe she's running up to us.
Isn't she in her room? I go knock on the door.
There's a knock on the door.
Fuck off.
Still her.
That's
All
our
right. Yeah, so
You saw Peachy leave.
Yikes.
All right, so that sounds
that's
like the
concerning.
Peachy I know. So what's the issue?
The issue is that she just left for the store the last I saw. I don't remember her coming back.
Well,
Does she make a habit of coming back through the window?
I don't think she knows the simulacrum spell, but I mean, this would be worth investigating because I'd be curious because that was the Peachy that I know in the room.
Indeed.
I need a perception check from you.
What? See if she would even
Yeah,
hears any of this?
here's you guys like talking about her like.
A 7.
No, you don't. You're busy.
I don't give a damn. I got champagne and
You like
too.
you. What are those idiots talking about? Bah.
Well, it just so happens I was going to make a visit to Lord Hector. I could probably cause a distraction while you guys look for her and see what's happening.
Wait, did she say where she was going?
I mean,
We'll say yeah.
He's a ranger.
You engaged
We'll
her in
do-
conversation.
Yeah. Okay.
So she was going to make a stop at the farmer's market.
Gotcha.
all right, well, I have my skeletons get me on my palanquin, and what's the conversion rate for like gold to silver? And
It's
10?
10 to 1.
10?
Yeah.
Okay. I convert 30 gold into copper.
Oh, straight to copper.
300 copper.
Well, so basically, I have my skeletons take me on the palanquin to Lord Hector's area, and as I'm going, I'm tossing out coppers to the people as I'm...
Wait, he said how much gold?
Took
30 gold.
Yeah.
So
And
if
you turn
it's
it
the
to
copper, that's
3,000.
3,000.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, wait, 30. Jesus. Yeah. So
Yeah. I'll toss it to the
yeah,
people.
I
and-
mean, yeah.
And
That's,
like everyone who I'm passing, they're like, yeah, my skeletons, give them a fist bump, the whole thing as they're walking by. Yeah, so I get to Lord Hector, and I'm like, hey,
well, you get to the bridge
okay,
to go
I
to
get
the
to the
fancy
bridge,
area.
yeah, and I'm like, hey, I'm here to see Lord Hector again.
Go ahead, do persuasion with advantage.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're on a palanquin throwing gold around.
It's
So
a copper.
copper,
But...
Two,
Yeah.
215s.
Throwing money around.
Yeah, so 15.
15. And it was, what was your business? How would you state it?
I am here to inquire about Lord Hector's need for a expert in the fields of the not living.
Fair enough. Comes out a little bit clumsy. I mean, you're not the talker. But he's like, are you going to keep bothering me?
Yeah, I want to keep visiting.
All right, come
All
on.
right.
Leave the palanquin.
Fine.
You head off, and the
Can I
skeletons
fit
are
it in
there.
my bag of
hanging
holding?
out. No.
Okay.
Will not.
The,
Unless it's collapsible in some way.
the skeletons are there with the rest of the gold. They're like, what do we do?
It's copper, thank you very much.
And copper.
I
Throw it in the bag of holding.
I assumed I got rid of it the whole way.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, it takes a minute. You're
It's 3,000 pieces.
yeah. That's
Okay, well then I do a circuit of the place before I get there.
hold on. 1 second. You go back around.
Well, no, so I take the route that
Okay.
that gets
That gets rid of the
distributes
gold.
that
All right.
He took
distributes.
the scenic route.
Yes, so I have fist bumped and secret hand shook.
And what are you ordering the skeletons to do? Because they're gonna lose orders once you leave the area.
Guard members, what is that in the sky over there?
Oh no.
I need a deception check.
Jesus Christ.
16 plus deception 0, so 16.
What's a what?
Everyone in the bag.
You get one skeleton in, but there's also a crowd of people around you because you've been throwing coppers around.
But I thought that when I got to the bridge, it was.
Well, you're there where the common folk stand at the bridge, asking to go to
All
where the
right, I
not
thought I
common
got past that.
You basically just pulled a Prince of Lee parade through town.
So
All
what?
right, everybody ready for a magic trick?
folk. All right, deception.
I don't know. Somebody's been teaching magic tricks. Like,
Shit.
Oh, I'll give it advantage. Somebody's been going around.
All right, that's better. 17.
It's a 0.
Thank you, sir.
You just checked.
All right.
17. Yeah.
All right,
okay.
so
Whoop, what?
yeah, watch this.
One of them does the dance before it goes in real quick. This guy's awesome. Yeah.
All
people
right.
probably like you a bit more now. That's cool.
All right,
I'm
all
now
right.
crook, and you go.
I shoot a firework off with like prestidigitation or something, or you know, whatever.
Shoot a fireball.
Yeah,
You probably could have just given them a standing order. It's like, watch the palanquin.
but I would have been out of range of them if I leave.
They still follow your
Well,
orders.
it's whatever. They're in the bag.
Yeah.
All right.
And you get led up, and you have to wait some time, but eventually Lord Hector is there. There's a more of a private chamber. There are still guards posted, and Lord Hector's some distance from you, but you're there with Lord Hector as he sits in his seat. You're sat in a guest seat across from him. And there's some business you had.
I was curious, since you are a location for a Church of the Raven Queen, you guys aren't the biggest fans of undead, I have gathered.
No, I know I don't have direct affiliation with the Raven Queen. The practices are welcome in this town.
If I may ask your permission to summons or open my bag here to show you something.
Oh, God.
All the guards
Because-
step forward.
They're aware of my proclivities, correct? They know what I am?
You're aware enough.
All right, fine then. I open the bag and I bring out H.
As one climbs out, very unnerved. And what is this meant to accomplish?
I am meant to show you that this being is under my control. I'm trying to ask you if you would need someone who has expertise in the field, like of necromancy, and to prove my worth, or to prove what I'm saying here, to prove that this being is under my control. H, kill yourself.
As it draws the sword, all the guards just immediately...
Everyone,
No, they just immediately destroy it.
fine. Okay, let me explain what's going to happen here.
It wouldn't change anything. I don't doubt that you can command these skeletons. What it is a danger. It doesn't matter if you can control your undead. The undead are dangerous.
And I have changed my stance on this. I am more now the undead. I'm not arguing. I'm not championing the undead as saying they are all peaceful. I'm saying necromancers shouldn't have the shit that we are given for what we practice. Like a lumberjack, for example. If a rogue lumberjack kills somebody with an axe, do you ban all axes from the good lumberjacks?
Do you know what this festival is meant to celebrate?
I feel I'm about to find out.
A rogue necromancer almost ended the world. Now, a lumberjack, as fearsome as it might be, holds no threat to my kingdom. The dead do.
So wouldn't that mean you would need an expert in the field? I will give you an update on every undead that I have available at the time. I currently have 7 undead at my disposal at this moment. They are all in my bag of holding.
He waves a signal as somebody comes over and he asks a quick question. Gets a response. He goes back. And you've not reported it to the Mages Guild that you've been creating these undead.
I have been abiding by our, I assumed, agreement that I have been keeping them hidden from public view.
And I had hoped they would keep tabs on you, to be aware of your movements.
I can make them aware as well. I am not hiding anything. Like as I said, I have 4 skeletons that are currently cloaked, and 3 skeletons that I keep within my bag. Because I just had one destroy themselves in front of you to prove my worth.
I need a persuasion check.
That is going to be an 18
Ooh, it's an 18.
plus 0. 18.
I know your stats. You don't get anything for charisma.
You know what? Maybe it changed.
I leveled up in between the last conversation.
You're not a phantom, thank you.
But 18's pretty good. My faith in the Mages Guild to handle these is quite shaken. But I don't think I trust you with an advisory role.
So would you like me to have my other 7 skeletons kill themselves in front of you right now to prove my worth?
I still don't see what that demonstration proves.
It proves that I have absolute control over my constructs. They are merely tools that I have control over. I am not some rogue necromancer trying to overthrow the kingdom, merely trying to show people that not all necromancers are this necromancer that you're afraid of. I am sorry that he's scared everybody, but not all necromancers are evil.
Then what I want from you is ways to stop you. Communicate to the Mages Guild any countermeasure, any way that these undead can be made less a threat. And I'll consider your offer. But until then, you've nothing to offer me. I don't want to use necromancy. I want it out of my way. If you can give me that, then you'll have a seat on my board.
Fair enough.
Our meeting is over.
Nice talking with you.
And you, Malachi.
If I do discover or if I have relevant information, do I need to go past your guards again, or can I tell them that I have information that will get me an audience with you directly?
Give your information to the Mages Guild, and
Fair.
I'll have them communicate it to me.
Sounds fair. Thank you, sir.
And you are let out.
All right.
One skeleton down.
Poor H.
It's okay.
He did nothing wrong.
Well, that went pretty well, considering.
All right. H is resummoned, and I well, not here.
Not here.
I sweep up the remains as I'm going.
Pardon.
Yeah. Okay. And yes, I at a later date I resummon him. I just don't want to erase him and add him again. So,
Yeah.
so yes, I've used all 3 of my level 3 spell slots by summoning H and upkeeping my.
And both you and Kiefer are approached at some point to be involved in the fighting pit people are setting up. Because previously you had attempted to do one in the bar, and
I got
you
punched.
are clearly going to be involved in it.
Yeah.
They were interested if you would be in charge of taking the bets.
Sure.
And they let you know there's going to be 2 different fight options. There's the unarmed and the armed.
Okay.
The prize for the unarmed is it's 10 gold, but the prize for the armed is 50 gold.
Well,
Plus any bets you put.
well, I got 2 arms, so I don't know why I would fight unarmed.
Well played.
I'm upset. All right. So that is agreed to going forward. Getting ready to go into the last week, your 4th week. Kiefer has dark and ominous dreams.
Oh dear.
You dream of yourself as amazing and astounding as you are.
Yeah.
Known
like every other dream.
worldwide as the great hero and champion,
Yeah.
Kiefer of the Southlands. And you see has almost like a video playing in fast forward as you grow older and weaker,
Oh no.
and your achievements become fewer and fewer in between. People stop talking about you. People stop knowing you. You tell your tales in a tavern. People think you're lying. One day you're too old to pick up that sword anymore, or the axe anymore. And somebody picks it up and reaches his hand to you and says, "You know, you deserve to be known for as great as you are. You deserve everyone to see just how strong you are. Would you accept this strength?"
I mean, I'll take my axe back.
But would you like my help?
With what?
For everyone to know just how great you are.
I'm content. Like, I got my little piece of earth.
And it'll go away.
We all go away. In the end.
I need a wisdom save. We all go away in the end.
I figured.
Oh wow,
That's
nice.
good.
Yeah, so, 19.
Roll again. You both tied.
Ooh. 13.
All right, you succeed this time. As you wake up, a shadowy figure goes out, and you're like, "Nah."
I'll punch you. I got my axe. I got my booze. I'm good here.
Sorry, Jeff. It was just-
I didn't even try because I just did it because Rum told me to. And
Uh-huh.
that'll be the last time that I did anything.
It was probably Bob, and it could work out in your favor.
I literally don't have any abilities and I'm hiding in my room. I could have been at home doing everything Harry Potter.
I'm sorry. So, it is at this point you've gathered that wasn't your patron that you talked to.
No shit. I kind of gathered that a minute ago, I think.
You're not the corpse I'm going to deal with.
How compelled would you feel to try to reach out to your patron?
I want my spells back.
Yes.
Sure.
All right. Has you get a message out from behind your door? Come check on me in 10 minutes. And then 10 minutes later, you come in to find the corpse of Peachy Keen, last gasping breath as she's laying down, dying.
Oh God.
Am I there?
A dagger in her heart. Yeah, you're all there. She gave you a heads up. Come check on me in a minute.
Yeah, but do they even recognize you?
Oh, that's right.
That's
There's
true.
The face.
As there is, well, he knew, didn't he? Nobody
Nobody's seen her real face.
has this sort of featureless face. Wearing Peachy's stuff in her room. This weird featureless face, like the ears sort of melded to the side of the head, the nose a bit flatter than it should be, pretty pale.
I mean,
I walk over.
the dagger in the chest is pretty obvious, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can I remove that dagger and use Cure Wounds?
I need a quick initiative roll.
Hold on a sec, bud.
Uh.
All right, keep the dagger in. I'm going to cast General Repose.
Wait, what?
Okay, so you don't need the initiative roll. You got plenty of time. She's not decaying, but the last breath is slipping away.
She
Just drawing out your agonizing
if she
death.
told us to do this with for 10 minutes, or if she told us to check her in 10 minutes, then this was something that she probably planned.
General Repose stops death saving throws, right?
I think it stabilizes them.
Touch corpse remains target is protected from decay and can't become undead. Spell also extends time limit for raised dead.
So
So,
no,
I mean,
it
she's-
doesn't stop the saving
She
throw.
dead.
I need a death saving throw.
So, initiative.
Was it a 20?
Yep, D20 plus your con.
Oh, plus con.
Yep.
Man.
Sturdy
Are you
people.
kidding me?
Natural one?
No,
it's
under
roll.
her thing.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
That's
7.
No, so that's one failed death saving throw as you see the spurts of blood and the air starting to leave her throat.
All right, fine. Wither and bloom.
She comes back to life. You, in that time, go to a dark place. It's like your eyes have opened for the first time and revealed this world under the world. There's horrible moans and wails of suffering. Far in the distance as shadowy figures swirl about you and you hear the voice reach through. And it says, "There's a price. The price is that you get to ask any question, and I'll give you the answer. But they get to know the question. They get to know you asked it, and they get to know it was answered."
I didn't want to think this fucking hard.
Who's they? Us or?
It's that, the group. To explain the metagaming.
A pawn without direction is pointless, and you without power serve me very little. What question do you need? I hold all of the secrets, all of the dark, treacherous little words that nobody wishes to speak.
This patron's cool.
We'll get back to
Who am I?
that. Who am I? What's the meaning of life?
I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know what's going on. Like in the metagaming background of Peachy Keen.
I don't think that's the point. I think the point is finding whatever the fuck took my face.
Okay,
Yeah, you can use this question for whatever you want.
how many licks does it take to be?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, sorry. All right.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom while you mull this over. Discuss amongst yourselves.
Well, considering I've never talked to you, who did I make a deal with then?
I know who I made a deal with.
I thought at this point you've never contacted your. Oh, I don't know.
You
Wait,
know
but deal-
shit.
I don't know shit.
Wait, deal? Are you meaning her patron or this other
I
figure?
know
that-
my patron.
Oh,
is.
okay. All right.
I
No,
just
no,
don't
no,
know my
no.
damn pact with my patron.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she doesn't know what she
So it
has
was
to
a
do.
blank check.
It was like one of those. I do you a solid, you do me a solid later.
Well, I didn't realize that was part of the thing, and then Justin was like, "Oh no, I know your pact," and I was like, "Okay." No, I'm exhausted, and I didn't feel like thinking this fucking hard. I only came because we're not playing for weeks on end.
How can I break the agreement with this other being? Or apparently somebody has my face. How do I fix this?
How the hell do I fix this?
All right. As the thought comes in when she's coming back to life, and you all hear her, how the hell do I fix this? And then you hear a dark and terrible voice reaching out from nowhere.
The hag took what she couldn't trick you.
Right.
The hag tricked you into giving what she couldn't take. Find the one who's borrowing your face and kill it.
Thank you.
Feel better?
So we all heard that.
Yeah, you all heard that. And you heard her ask a question, and then it answered in the instant she came back to life.
And
Yeah, that was cool.
well, I'm not even focused on everything going on with her. I'm just like, by hag, did he refer to what I think he did?
That damn hag.
You all had a hitchhiker back. You had to go outside of the temple to teleport away.
Uh-huh.
I love you guys, and we'll go ahead and end the session
Oh,
today.
man.
Nice.
That seemed like a good end point, and we're coming to the end of the whole thing, so the festival should be starting a little bit after this is dealt with.
Alright, by week 4, did they finish my item yet, or?
Oh, yeah, you'll get it,
Okay.
right, we'll say right when the festival starts. You're
Awesome.
pretty much given it.
I can throw daggers during the festival.